Okay, it's time to talk about a huge problem that we are facing with AI, artificial intelligence. And since I know that you might find the topic a little boring and you like Meghan Markle videos, I'm invited Meghan, sort of, to help me talk about this. So here's Meghan holding a tennis racket, which she absolutely never did in the show. And she's here signing a banana, which, wait a minute, that's something that she actually did at some point, but maybe not this way. Oh my God, I'm already confused. But this is a problem with AI, and this video is to talk about maybe not the technical part, maybe not how can you use or whatever, but the problem that we are about to face, because I just discovered Grok Imagine, and well, you can tell by this is not me. This is a synthetic Jesus holding an AK-47 and shooting at my screen. I'm just to be clear, my screen is not bulletproof. I don't own an AK-47, and of course you can tell a lot of things here. For example, you don't see the little bullets flying. You might also have seen on my X account and my Rogue account on the YouTube this video of me being chased by London police, because that's it. They were chasing me because of a Facebook post. No, this is not me either. This is synthetic. Thank you for all your wishes that I should be safe. That what am I doing in the UK? Whatever. No, I'm not in the UK. I'm safe. That's not me. That's my digital. In fact, I have two Thai clips, not one. That's the things with AI. What is the problem here? And why did I invite Meghan? And why did I made her hold a non-existent tennis racket? It's nice. At least the tennis racket is, it combines with the colors of the kitchen. Okay. At some point you realize that wait a second. Wait a minute. This is not Meghan, right? That's how we tell. And yeah, at this point we can still tell that this is not Meghan. And yeah, we can still tell that I am not Robert Palmer, but here I am doing the Robert Palmer thing without the music, because I don't want any copyright problems. And if you like another kind of music, I can also play the bagpipe. Yeah, all this is Grok Imagine. And I was going to give you another example, but we need to address, this is very fun. We could spend like hours. I thought of, going for kind of, how to say this, a live stream in which you give me ideas. I run them through Grok Imagine. There's also Sora 2. And we have some fun with AI. But even if I can do outrageous things like holding an AK-47 right to my screen, and this absolutely never happened, you can also have stuff. You can also have things. You can also make events that are so subtle that might question you if they're real or not. In fact, it's like when I did the Meghan thing, when I did the whole racket stuff, that is still Meghan. That is up until now is still Meghan holding a racket. That is absolutely innocent. Yeah, all her fingers are on this place. Don't you think that there are enough things that you could do with this that could be, misleading? I mean, this is what so many people reached out to me 2 years ago. Jesus, this should be stopped, and I'm telling you, I'm sad to announce that you cannot stop this technology. Sadly, that is not a thing that we can do. Now, how can we adapt to something that we can change something as minimal as someone just raising their hand and touching somebody else? Imagine that, I don't know, that somebody creates, I am not giving you any ideas. I don't want to get into trouble. You are responsible for what you do. Like, I don't know, you got a picture of a photo, a legit photo of Meghan, a real photo of Meghan. But how did I generate this? This is important. This is a real screenshot of Meghan's show. I just uploaded that to Grok Imagine, and I told Grok Imagine to, hey, just make Meghan hold a tennis racket, and that's it. That's all that I did. It was very simple. But imagine that you put a picture of Meghan or any other celebrity. Maybe they are with their manager or something. They are just walking out of a restaurant, and you just tell Grok to make a subtle change, the very simple change, to make them hold hands. Okay, I am not giving you ideas. I don't want to get into trouble. You are responsible for your own actions. And Grok Imagine will just add that. It's not going to add a clown makeup, but it could. It's not going to add tennis rackets, just holding hands. And you like kind of let it roll online. That can be really dangerous, especially if there is no other way to prove other angles in which you can prove or disprove that, I don't know, Meghan or any other celebrity did or didn't hold hands. You understand what I'm saying? There's an issue with this. The solution, up to one point, up to a certain point, is to be mindful of the sources. This is something that I try to do in the Body Language Guy. I try to check all the sources, the videos that I post. I make sure that are legitimate and not AI. There was a picture from the Department of Homeland Security shared yesterday that people were claiming was AI. I certainly have no idea. That is besides the point of this video that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that we are beyond the phase of just babies playing with puppies. You know, the Facebook slop, Facebook AI slop. You know, the puppies, the babies, the mix of kittens, puppies, babies. That is cute, right? And to some extent, it was easy to spot. But when you see this, and you remember that Meghan did indeed sign some bananas with a black felt tip marker in real life. So this is going to be a bit confusing, to say the least. Now, it is obvious that this technology is not ready yet. To get this prompt right, and it's obvious that this is not Meghan Markle. This is the way that you can tell. It's very easy. But again, in my experiments with myself, in fact, I did one with the Wolverine claws. So many ways that you can spot that something is CGI or artificial intelligence. Is that this is funny. These are not really Wolverine claws, especially because they literally come out of my hand. This is so cheap, but I'm pretty sure that the AI is going to figure this out at some point. One thing that I noticed that it's easier to see in this one with the AK-47, with the rifle, is that hands down, Grok Imagine, this is not an ad, by the way. Grok Imagine got right the lights, and I made a lot of tests with this, and it even got right the reflection that sometimes I get in my glasses from my lights. It got it right without even from just a picture. And in the picture, the reflections are not there. But from the lighting, the angles, it's like it figures out the whole physics of the scene. It's pretty remarkable, and it's really scary because I actually have, you see, for example, this is an actual light that I have. You see this light that you are seeing right here is light here, and the same light is falling, and the shadows are accurate. The light is falling in the rifle. It's remarkable. I tried to make another. This is full digital synthetic Jesus. I tried to do the That 70 Shows meme. You remember that one? You know, the pouring the tequila. It's like I told Grok to make myself to shake my head and being disappointed, It's obvious that Grok still doesn't know anything about body language. What? This is synthetic. What kind of head shake is that? It's like I'm dancing to the Robert Palmer song. And the other thing that I was going to point out is that, yeah, you saw the bottle pouring and you knew there was something that was not right. Not only that this is not me, I changed. This is some Mexican. This is not me. And the other thing is, yes, you guessed it right, you keen-eyed body language bodies. There are no bubbles entering the bottle, which is the most accurate physics when you're pouring a bottle into something. You should have the little bubbles going into the bottle, a thing that we don't see here, and that's why it looks so, strange that liquids don't work this way. You know that they look, and to the bottle. And then no thing. I'm sure that in 6 months, none of this is gonna be an issue. We're gonna have full Meghan, signing the banana. In fact, I tried to make Meghan sign the banana with a thank you note, and Grok got it a bit. What is that? It's like she's writing backwards, but you get the idea. The problem here, what did I make this video? Well, this was a bit venting, right? You know that I had this conflicting views about AI. It is great to make memes. That is hands down. Making memes, making you look like Robert Palmer. This is that I could make the That 70s shows, me and myself. All my GIFs, by the way, are actually physical. I did myself those GIFs. There are GIFs, GIF reactions out there with my likeness. That's me. That is not AI. That is me. That's something that I am proud of having made real versions of these GIFs for Twitter. But not gonna lie, there are things that you cannot do. You cannot do the Robert Palmer thing, or all the killed stuff. Let me see where this is the Robert Palmer one. You're gonna do it as this is, or I can do this, but this could be very complicated to pull off, especially because my studio is not that big. That's the most important thing, and this one would be a bit dangerous, right? Being pursued by the police. But no, my point is that these tools, maybe at some point, maybe remember that I have a channel to talk about entertainment, the scene surgeons. I talk about celebrities, but I talk about the entertainment industry as well. I'm going to talk about AI in there. But this topic today, I think, was important enough to address here in the Body Language Guy. Because we're going to face fake videos that are not obvious parodies. I mean, you can be as outrageous as you can. I am not worried about the outrageous videos. I am worried about the ones that change one word, the ones that change one gesture, the ones that just add 1 second to the footage. You have a real footage and the AI adds 1 second that never existed. So then there could be a debate if the video is real or not. And oh yeah, I saw the video in this in the official account of whatever, but somebody added, I don't know, not even a second, half a second with something that was not there. So yes, these are crazy times that we're facing. Great times for mimetic warfare, bad times for getting the true scoop on things, getting the actual truth of and the actual facts. And that's something that I really, not gonna lie, had a lot of fun with this. But I think that my biggest challenge right now is to assure you that whatever you're watching here in the Body Language Guy or in any other of my channels, the Power Pundit or the Royal Rogue, unless otherwise specified, like these clips, all the clips that you saw, except me, I am real. I am real. That is another reason why I am recording these videos in one take. mistakes and all, because that is the way, like, kind of to prove you that, yeah, I'm real, then I'm not some kind of avatar, bot or clone talking at you like Max Headroom. Speaking of which, I remember Max Headroom the other day, and I remember that it was interesting, the glitches. You remember Max Headroom's glitches, that he was talking and all of a sudden, it began to glitch. The glitches were what made Max Headroom interesting. The imperfections were what made Max Headroom interesting. Maybe I will make a video about that on my Scene Surgeon channel. But for now, crazy times ahead. I don't have a concrete answer to you how to spot what is going to be fake and what is not, especially when the changes are going to be so subtle, and it's going to spark so many discussions and arguments and conversations, and people will have to really go deep to find out that it was one frame or one thing or a few seconds that were not real. But again, I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Battle Language Guy. Much love and bliss.